7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
All power to the people. It's the Bruh Listen Podcast. The Black Podcast focusing on social political issues and how they affect our community. With your hosts, Bria Ward, Cedric Barnes, Matt Smiley, and Anthony Rogers. Bruh Listen. Bruh Nation, what's good? Episode 20 of the Bruh Listen Podcast is a real special one because we had some technical difficulties with the original episode recorded and stuff. So
niggas doing nigga shit.
Niggas doing nigga shit, and we get nigga shit results. Matt?
What happened?
Okay then. Thanks, Matt. So if you want to see the original run of, we're going to call that episode 20 the fiasco. Or whatever.
But that's described.
Yeah, if you want to see the original run of the fiasco from episode 20 and see the results of why we have no audio for that or whatever, then go ahead and check it out on the YouTube or the Facebook. Bruh Listen Podcast streaming live 6 p.m. every Saturday, YouTube and Facebook. I'm glad you brought back the Facebook, bro, because people been watching it and we get more views or whatever, a ton of more views. So, yeah, but if you want to see the original fiasco, you can check that out, and it's amazing. But we had to come back and re-record it. So me, Tank, and Bria.
The spirit of Clayton Bisbee had done infiltrated Bruh Listen. Where did nigga come from? But he came.
You think it's
Bria,
Clayton
you know
Bisbee?
who Clayton Bisbee is?
Yo, you ever seen Boondocks, Bria?
Not Boondocks.
Yeah.
Not Boondocks. This
Dave Chappelle show when he was the black dude who was blind, but he thought he was white, and he was a KKK dude.
Oh,
it's hilarious.
White power. You need to watch that.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was the spirit of Stink Meaner from Boondocks. They're my spot. Ain't nobody parking my handicap spot.
Oh,
Ain't
I know
nobody parking my side.
Them demons was battling inside of him. It was an internal battle.
We should have presented the nigga with things he can't understand. A job application. A book. Read, nigga, read. Shout out to Uncle Ruckus. This is fucking amazing. But yeah, man. So we gonna go ahead and get back into the topic that we talked about yesterday. Hopefully today, Bria don't get up, or Tank, or anybody here don't get up.
chill out.
But hopefully today we run through this and give y'all a good little show or whatever. So the topic that we was talking about yesterday and we're gonna reconvene and talk about today is in Clearwater, Pinellas County, there was a Stand Your Ground case where a white man shot a black man after he was shoved to the ground by the black man after he came out of the store. The video is all over online if you want to check it out. Now, we all have previously talked about this, so we all agree that the white man was uncalled for with his violence. Tank actually thinks that the dude who pushed him or whatever, you get a reaction for shit you do. So the dude pushed him. So the reaction was the white man shooting him.
I just don't think nothing was uncalled for.
Right. So Tank don't think it's uncalled for. But
happened.
One thing he do think is uncalled for is the fact that the white dude got to apply stand your ground.
Yeah,
Right.
bitch.
Elaborate on that, cuz.
Well, anybody old, and there's an older man, 40-something years old, ain't finna tussle with no young nigga anyway. So when you come outside and you pushing an older man, I expect the older man to have that thing on him anyway. You got them. So I ain't just gonna. I don't know what the situation is unless he touches somebody. I wouldn't just go over and just start pushing anybody. You don't know what they got, but. You can't go out. You can't be the one going provoking shit. See, this is the thing. This was a cracker with a gun who just knew he had a gun and just wanted to go start some shit
They
to shoot a
always
nigga.
feel like that, though.
He just wanted to shoot somebody. He going looking for trouble, and then when you get it, you kill a nigga, but you got the whole law behind you.
Right.
But we don't.
We don't.
What kind of bullshit.
And that's something I said yesterday is in America, people buy guns with the hope that something happened, not the hope that something don't happen. That white dude was waiting on a nigga to be parked. That's why I said State Meaner. When he pulled up to that store, he was like, I know ain't nobody parked in my spot. This is my spot. This is a handicap spot.
I got that goddamn it on my side.
Yeah.
I wish a nigga would.
He was like, I got that fire. I'm going to shoot that motherfucker. And then when he got to the window, I don't think he cared that it was woman or man, because when he was arguing with Shorty in the car, or whatever. When he walked up to her car and was like, "Why you parked in this motherfucking handicap spot?" and started cursing out, "You bitch this and you bitch that," or whatever. He would have. I feel like if she would have pushed him, he would have put fire on her too. He don't care or whatever. So but the law I don't think is applied fairly because, as I mentioned yesterday, I think that when you look at other incidents where it was African American, yes, they have been African Americans who got off on stand your ground, but it's not enough.
Because a redneck could be quick to pull that off and be like, "It was black people that got off on it too."
Yeah, it's not enough.
It ain't the same. Bro.
It ain't comparable.
Niggas, it's just like how many niggas was free in America and they bought slaves.
Right.
Yeah, it was some niggas did the shit. Well, proportionately, how many was it?
Right.
Minuscule, you bitch. I'm tired of these crackers, man. These corn ass niggas.
I don't agree with the whole situation in the whole. I think it was just too violent. First of all, the white man who is the white dude shouldn't have came and started it. He's not a cop, which means he shouldn't have been messing with anybody about a doggone $250 parking spot. No, who cares? If he didn't come up there and do what he did and start that confrontation, then the dude wouldn't have to come out and defend his woman, and then the gun would never been pulled out in the first place. So you should have just minded your own business. They was at the corner store minding their own business, and you decided to come and start something. And then at the end of the day, the black dude did back up, and he was about to walk away, and then the white dude shot him. So my thing is, if you felt like your life was in imminent danger, which it wasn't, you could have you didn't have to kill him. You could have disabled him with the gun if you were going to go that far. Shoot him in the leg, shoot him in the arm.
Right.
He's not going to still come at you if you shoot him in the leg or shoot him in the arm. Your life is no longer in danger at that point.
But when you pull out a gun, you shoot to kill. Oh, my father thought he could hear me pick it up. When you pull out a gun, that's just not how you think when you pull out a gun. When you pull out a gun,
you ready to pop it
People
off.
just too violent. It's just
don't nobody be
unnecessary.
thinking, I'm shoot them in the leg. Not even police or whatever. Whatever. When you pull out a gun to shoot, you just shoot to kill. That's just how it is.
But see, that's the
That's
thing.
just wrong.
That's what the problem is,
That's
though.
the
Because
problem.
when these people buying these guns and they doing whatever with these guns, they, like you said, they ready to fire off as soon as they get it. But another thing too, or whatever, and something that we brought up yesterday, y'all go watch the YouTube if you want to see it. Bria pulled out the statutes or whatever when Matt was talking all that stuff or whatever, and we pulled out the statutes. It says imminent danger, bro. Like, and we brought up the statute when I brought up that Florida state law say you can't shoot somebody who's running away from you. Taking 3 steps back is clearly not coming towards you.
That imminent danger shit.
That's your phone, bro.
Oh shit, that's my alarm, right? I know what the fuck that was.
Yo, it's early in the morning here, y'all.
Yeah, imminent danger though. I mean, that's something that could be left up from interpretation.
Right, but how could
they'll use that shit? I know how it look regular, but in the court of law, they could they got them lawyers. They could bullshit with them goddamn words or whatever, and they could make it look. Anything look like.
But see, that's my thing. We have to get better. We have to demand a better enforcement of the law. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the enforcement of this law is open to, like you said, it's open to interpretation or whatever. And it's like, okay, so you say it had to be imminent danger or bodily harm, I believe is what it said. I might be paraphrasing, but I feel like that's what it said. Imminent danger or bodily harm.
Great bodily
Great bodily harm. How in the whole fuck is a man shoving you on the ground, taking 3 steps back while he's standing next to his old lady and his 5-year-old? You think is great bodily harm. The whole narrative that was spoken yesterday about this nigga about to get on top of you and beat your ass, that's not what happened.
Not what happened.
So let's talk about what really happened. So
man, I'm a nigga. I don't really pay that much attention to the laws and shit because I know that the laws is every nigga always say that we got rights and we got this. They interpret the law however they want to, unless you got enough money to have a fire lawyer like Johnny Cochran or some shit. Goddamn it. Slavery was a law. All right, they can put anything they want to put into shit as a law, so that it can be interpreted to benefit them. Like, they ain't even had to have no damn camera enough for them. They just take the cracker word over it or whatever. Even if there ain't no cameras, it'd be like,
I said
the nigga jumped on me, so I shot him. All right, sir.
There it is.
That seems case closed.
I said
let
that.
a nigga say that. They gonna whoop his ass and then throw him in jail.
Thank God it was a camera, because if it wasn't, this whole incident would be, like I said, this nigga mug shot from whatever time he got arrested for stealing Starburst will be on the thing, and they'll be talking about how he was a killer and he was big.
They ain't even arrest Zimmerman.
But that's one of the things that was really irritating me yesterday with the point that was being made by other.
Matt?
Matt, is that he was saying that the guy never should have came up to the white man to defend the woman. He just should have left it alone. Like, come up to him like, sir, you don't have to speak to her that way, and been calm about the situation, and then left the white man alone.
Well, that shit don't make no sense.
I just don't see how.
Like, that don't make no sense. Okay, so, Bruh Nation, y'all take a poll amongst yourselves. Ain't like we can see it in the live interaction because we not on live on Facebook. But we'll take a poll at this table. How in the whole fuck do you think a man's supposed to react when somebody in his old lady face? Like, I don't get the whole, like
there's no
what is
man
that? I
that's
don't get
gonna
the point.
be calm in that situation.
You're starting shit.
Even white people, real talk, even white people, because last night after the podcast, we went to one of my friends. He moving to Alaska. Shout out to Brad or whatever. We went to his going away party. Brad is white. Okay. Brad also has a ton of white friends. And we not talking about, like, Brad, he might be on borderline black white. But we talking about everybody else.
His friends is cornballs.
They cornballs. They white. Shout out Trip, though. I know you at least said you was going to listen. And also shout out to the other dude who downloaded our podcast.
Oh, I love them.
Listen.
But they know they cornballs.
But y'all know y'all corny as shit. I called y'all corny at the table last night.
It's so acceptable for white people to be
corny.
cornball. That's
Right.
a whole
That's
nother
their thing. That's their gimmick. That's their gimmick.
I won't get no pussy being a cornball
That's it.
in these streets.
But they do.
I'll be buying pussy.
You get white pussy being a cornball.
Could.
You could.
Barely.
Even Bria agreed with that.
Barely.
Barely.
Even white bitches don't like cornballs. If you
Well,
black,
I think if you black, white women like a thug nigga.
you gotta have some.
They want that
They like the
fantasy.
bad
It's a
boy,
fantasy.
the nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, you a black cornball.
So if
you
you're
kind of
white,
out chill.
if you're a white dude though, right, and you like black women, what do you want? What
What
you
does the
want?
black woman
Yeah,
want?
no. What do the white dude want in the
Oh,
black
in
woman?
the
Because a
black-
white woman want a nigga to be a thug.
What do the white do?
What do a white dude want the black woman to be? Because the white woman want a nigga to be a thug.
I think men.
Because it's a fantasy.
Men are just men. Men just like pussy, and if you,
I don't think so.
Nah,
I
it
think
gotta
it got to
be
be something
yeah.
exotic about
I don't
it.
know. It's a fantasy.
Do they
I
want
got
you to
the-
be
they got-
like? Do they? I bet they want y'all to be nasty, or something, or they want y'all to be.
Man.
It got to be something about black women that they want you to
a
be.
nigga that love fucking white bitch just told me he just like the contrast of how it did look going in a white pussy.
That you know what?
So maybe they
Alonzo
just,
said that
Alonzo
too.
said that?
Shout out Alonzo.
Did I hear that from him?
No,
Nah, that was from somebody else
No,
I
I'm
heard
saying
it from.
Alonzo has told me that. So that must be a consistent thing amongst black
That's
dudes
so
who mess with
weird.
white.
I think about the weirdest crap.
We do think about the weirdest crap. But that being said,
Can we loop this back around? We
I'm about
can't
to
even
say-
loop this back.
Yeah, I can. It's okay. That's why these are the best ones, because you get off on tangents and nobody cares or whatever. But no, like I was saying, even yesterday with those cornball white dudes, Trip, when I was talking to Trip or whatever, and Trip was like, I'm telling you right now, if somebody in my wife's face, I'm going to beat they behind. He said he was at the beach with his wife, and this was recent. He was at the beach with his wife and kids. He was down the beach. He looked back down the beach to where his wife was, and there was some dude in his wife's face. Trip said he beeline sprinted straight for his wife because he was about to punch this dude in the face. Now, when he got up to the dude, he realized that the dude was mentally ill, and that's why he was in the wife's face. So he didn't end up punching the dude or whatever, but he definitely sprinted. So if the cornball white dudes feel like, don't be in my wife's face, why the black man don't have that same privilege? Because Trip said he was going to punch that dude in the face. Now, if a dude is in Trip's wife's face, and Trip punched this dude or whatever, right? And when he punched that dude, like, he ain't getting shot, bro.
Well, you gotta understand is what's right socially. I mean, what's really in reality was right and wrong, and then it's legally was right and wrong.
There you go.
Because legally, if you punch a guy, then you go. That's
Yeah, it's
assault.
assault. Pushing somebody is assault.
I understand, but in general, people think that if I'm a dude and some dude is in my girl's face, I'm gonna do something about it. In
Right,
general,
right,
people
right.
think that. So I don't understand how it could be the fault of the young man who got shot. I don't see how any of this was his fault. Anyway, I'm sorry.
I still could put it. It still could get some of the blame, not nearly as much like it cost his life or something, but you did push him, so that got to be considered for
Even
something.
the
but-
I
push,
would've pushed him
I,
too.
I exonerate him from the push. Here's why I exonerate him from the push, and I don't put no blame on
I
the
ain't
black
trying
man
to
at
say
all.
it's his fault he died.
Right, no, I know that's
Niggas
not what you're
twist that
saying.
shit.
But here's what I'm saying. I exonerate him from the push, and the reason why I exonerate him from the push, and I don't think it's his fault, the black man's fault for this incident at all, is because that white dude is not the police. Keep your ass in your car. Why is you walking in his wife's face in the first place talking about some damn handicap spot? we have to look from the root of this shit. The root of this shit is a white man trying to enforce the law and thinking, like I said, it's their country, it's their flag, it's their laws.
What's the solution? Oh, not for the stand your ground thing, but to this situation. What do you do? Push them down and don't let. I guess you niggas should learn. Don't let the cracker get to the gun.
I think you got to push him again.
Don't let the cracker get to the gun. If
Yeah,
you're gonna go
beat
all
his
out,
ass.
goddamn it,
Beat his ass all the
you
way.
don't know what the cracker got. So niggas, young men out there, next time you go whoop one of these crackers, make sure that you get on top of them, goddamn it, and hold them down.
But then when they shoot you, they gonna be like, "That's definitely stand your ground," because you'll beat the hell out of them.
Don't let them get to the gun.
White people
goddamn
fear
it.
us. We're predators to them. They look at a 12-year-old. They look at Tamir Rice, a 12-year-old boy, and they see a killer. They see a murderer.
Oh, the cop that killed Tamir Rice just got his punishment reduced to his punishment.
Of course he did.
Not a sentence, his punishment, whatever the fuck.
Well,
his
that was one of my
punishment
points that I made yesterday, though, is the way that white people see us. They really don't see us as, like, normal human beings. Like, we don't have feelings. We're not compassionate. We're not anything. All we are is violent, and we're predators to them. That's what they see us as. So a little shove, of course, was maybe, like, a big thing to this white dude, but that's just me defending my territory. But that's how they see it. That's how they view us. That's
I would
literally
agree with
how
that.
they see us.
I would say this, and this is my opinion. But I would say maybe 30% of the population of white people in America view black people as human beings. I would say the other 60% don't look at us as human beings at all. They look at us as some subhuman.
I'll take that.
And I think that it's always been like that. I think 30% is doing real good. 30% shows the progress that we've made. But go back to the 60s. That you think that's high? 30% is high?
I think 30% is high. That's one see us as human. That don't mean they give a fuck about us.
Yeah,
I think the amount they give a fuck about us is lower.
Right.
Oh,
I do
okay.
think, yeah. Giving a fuck and seeing us as humans is different. Because you were saying like they don't see us as, they see us as violent, whatever. That's because they look at us as like apes, like monkeys, like for real. And I think in the 60s, during segregation and stuff like that, I think it was higher, the percentage of white people who didn't think we were human. I would say back in the 60s, it might have been 60%, 70%. And then if you go back to slavery, it might have been 5%.
Well, ever since slavery and let go, these crackers had a foot on the nigga neck and telling them and telling us to pull ourselves up out of bootstrap.
If you have
the foot on the neck and saying, why you can't be like the white man? I watch videos of shit on YouTube. They got just 60s reporter asking white people just questions like, do you think the Negro, one of the questions he had fucked up on, he was there talking to a black man. He said, do you go to the nigga barbershop? I mean, the Negro. the nigga had to correct him. He was like, Negro. I was like, my bad. He said, my bad. The Negro barbershop.
See, them niggas ain't dead, though. See, this is why I can't stand this shit. Because them motherfuckers ain't dead.
In the 60s, because it was talking to white ladies with their son right there. And this night, you got to be older than my mama.
And it was just casual shit.
This 64
right.
is like, what do you think about it? He said, I think not. The niggers are doing just fine the way they at. I mean, they're living off the government. They're the same shit
that they saying right now. Man, I shared a thing. I'll send it to y'all. It was like, why do people in the South love the Confederacy so much, right? So it was in the after Reconstruction and into the early 1900s. It was the Daughters of the Confederacy. All them statues and shit that you see, they from the Daughters of the Confederacy or whatever, right? And all the Daughters of the Confederacy women went around and they indoctrinated children. Like you said, they would say this shit in front of their kids, and they indoctrinated children and made it to where, kids thought it in their head. So these people that we talking about now, their grandparents grew up thinking that they should empathize with the Confederacy. Like they should, like black people wasn't treated that bad during slavery. Like all that's bullshit.
Or afterwards.
Right. So it's like they learned it from their parents. So of course it must be true. And the ideals have been passed on. And it's still perverse within the justice system, because the stand your ground shit is bullshit. A woman was literally getting the dog shit beat out of her by her husband, and she took a gun and shot in the air 3 times, and they said that's not stand your ground.
I had to go through hell to get her out.
And she's
hell
still
and high water.
And to this day, she's on probation. She's still a felon with attempted murder charge, and she's never been issued the right to stand your ground. So explain to me how this white man with a dude stepping back from him, taking 3 steps back, is stand your ground, But this woman who was getting beat down, who really did have imminent danger and bodily harm coming at her, how is that not staying your ground when she didn't even shoot at the dude? She was just like, back up.
There's just so many other steps that the white dude could have taken before he pulled out his gun to shoot him. Just for the simple fact that the black dude pushed him and stepped back right after he pushed him, which means he didn't intend to continue his assault or
Right.
whatever. So the white dude could have just got up and walked to his car and walked away. And that could have been the end of it. But you decided in those 3 to 5 seconds that you were going to pull out your gun and shoot this nigga. Like, you literally decided, even though your life was no longer in danger, that you were just going to shoot him.
Well, Tank made a good point. He had that fire stick on him. He never was gonna plan on walking back to that goddamn car.
boy.
He
Put
got
your
that.
ass on
He
me,
got
boy.
that. Yeah.
And then, so
He got
then
that
it's not
fire
staying
stick.
your ground. It's
Yeah.
blood. It's murder.
It is
literally
murder.
murder. And
It's
he's
murder.
literally walking
Bare
free
minimum
right
is
now.
manslaughter.
What the hood gonna do about it? Hey, but you know what, niggas. See, this is why I don't like when niggas be complaining and shit, because like it's a law, like, and I don't like niggas acting like we can't do nothing about it. It's a law. Laws can be changed.
That's true.
All niggas gotta do is vote.
I say, when you say what the hood gonna do about it, I say it like this. It's just like I said in previous times, right? We ready to beat a nigga ass over some shit. They was gonna kill Kanye because he said he like fucking Donald Trump.
But he said, "Don't come to L.A. nigga.
Don't come to L.A., nigga, because he said he like Donald Trump. But
The
George
fuck?
Zimmerman is selling paintings of Trayvon Martin dead body for $100,000.
That's some cool shit. That's like niggas. That's like slaves out there beefing on the goddamn in the cotton field after master in there raping their bitch.
Yeah, I think gangster shit is cool shit because it's too many black issues to deal with, and like you said, y'all out here
Gang shit.
yeah,
Gang, all that
gang shit, yeah,
Gang,
y'all
gang.
out here stepping up towards like actual niggas, like trying to fight actual niggas or whatever, and y'all, you come on through. We ain't on live, but I'm pretty sure the washing machine in the background now. That's what's up. But welcome to the podcast, Stephanie. You want to take a seat? Yeah, this is what happened when you podcast on a Sunday morning. Niggas start washing clothes
I
and
was
shit.
come to get a bowl of
Cereal
cereal.
and shit. Y'all ain't tell me y'all doing podcast. My bad. But yeah, like niggas, when you worried about gang shit or whatever, right? But you're not worried about the fact that George Zimmerman walking around. And listen, I'm not saying go kill them niggas. Wink, wink.
That's what I said.
But
I'll throw it out there.
but that's what I'm saying though.
that against the
Well,
law.
say it.
But
Can
no,
they come for me
go
for
get
that?
it.
Yeah, you
Go
can
get
say.
'em.
Yeah, they can come for you for that shit.
I ain't say
That's
no
why I
money.
said that's not what I'm saying.
Oh.
But you can't say go kill somebody because then when they go get killed, that'll be on you, bro. I'm telling you, they manipulate
I'll
shit
put
all
my
the
foot
time.
to the fire. Go get that nigga. Other celebrities done said do it.
Bro, they tried to press charges on Maxine Waters when she was like, when you see a Trump supporter yell at their ass,
I hate that.
and they was like, yo,
Try to put charges on her.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. I can't stand these old coon ass nigga out here. See how quick they turn on Queen Maxine?
Yeah,
just
bro.
because she said some crazy shit.
I
She
just-
old.
I'm not with the violence.
And she don't care. She don't care what come
But
out her
she
mouth.
say
at this
put
point.
your hands on them. For everybody that don't know out there in Bruh Nation, the Queen Maxine Waters, your auntie, your auntie in Congress, she said that she tired of Trump supporters bullshit, which I understand because it is bullshit, and she was like, when you see them in the street, tell them we don't want you here no
Maxine
more.
tried to start a war.
Go away.
She went too far.
But she ain't
that's
never
what I'ma
say put your
stand
hands
by.
on her though.
But that nigga, she tried to start a confrontation. You
I
can't just
totally
go up to
agree
random
because
people.
we can't be sitting here bowing down to white people every chance we get.
There you go.
No,
I'm
but
sorry.
you can't go
I'm tired of
up
all
just
that
because
crap.
somebody supports Trump. You can't just go and
They do it to us.
They do.
No,
you
no,
can
no.
do
Wait,
whatever
wait.
you want.
Hold on. Wait. Just because
This is why I voted for
No,
Trump.
I'm saying,
nigga.
just
That's what he
because-
said when he shot
No,
him.
I
This is
get-
why I voted for Trump.
I get somebody doing all that, but if I just voted for Trump or whatever, and I say I support Trump, and then you there eating your breakfast, don't nobody got the right to come up to them harassing them and shit.
Let me ask you a
But
question.
people do that all the time.
Let me
These
ask
white
you-
people do that to black people.
Right.
All the time.
But let me ask you a
So-
question though. Let me ask you a question.
That don't make it right.
Let me,
That's
let,
Well, why
not
we
right.
can't do it? So they can do it, but we can't do it.
let me ask you a
No.
question. No, he right.
No.
Two wrongs don't make it right,
No.
bro.
Just because
No.
they had
I
us,
say do it though.
No.
Just
But I'm
because-
just saying two wrongs
just
don't make it
because they
right.
had us enslaved, don't mean that we get power. We get to
But
enslave
wait,
white
you
people.
wouldn't. You
no,
wouldn't
that
be,
ain't right. It
You
just
wouldn't be
ain't
okay
right.
with that.
Right.
Would you be
Of
okay
course,
with?
I'd be okay. I'm riding with
Okay
Queen
then.
Maxine.
Okay then.
By the way, Bruh
Just
Nation,
'cause I
I'm
do it
not
don't make it
okay
right.
with enslaving
It's not
white
right.
people.
You're right. It don't make
I'm
it
not okay
You're
with
right.
enslaving white people. I just want to point that out.
I
I'm not
would
okay
do
with
it
that.
though. I'm with Queen Maxine, but we can't act like the shit right.
But-
She crazy.
Here go the
She
thing.
old.
She ain't say put your hands on nobody. Here's
right.
my thing.
You right.
When you see, if you see a person, you ever read the book? What's the book, man? Where they had the Scarlet Letter? where if you was an
Yeah.
adulterer, you get a scarlet
Yeah,
letter.
yeah.
And it's some countries where, like, if you a pedophile or something like that, or a sexual offender, you got to put the thing. And when they see him in the street, you know what it'd be like molester, get out of here. We don't want you here. And these Trump motherfuckers, we don't want them here. Now I'm not saying y'all child
you
molesters,
gotta realize that,
but
this is a whole nother topic.
it's still a crime to be a Trump
realize
supporter.
that 40 million people voted for Trump, and every one of them is not, like you said, the worst of the bunch of white people.
But they all scumbags and they all fucking.
You can't say that.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't
Let's
say
talk
that.
about
Trump
that real
supporters are pretty
quick.
bad.
If you voted for Trump, at this point, I feel like if you are a Republican, you're a scumbag. But that's a whole nother argument. I'm not even gonna get into that. But if you voted for Trump, you're a scumbag. Here's why you're a scumbag. If you white silence is violence, my nigga. So if you stand back, and it's no different. You know what? The people who voted for Trump that say they good people, but they don't believe in the horrible things he's saying. They just like the motherfuckers during slavery. It was like, well, I don't believe in slavery, but I don't own no slaves, so I ain't gonna do nothing to stop it. I'm not gonna vote against
I hate
it.
equivalating Trump to like George.
I'm just using
Wallace.
that. Okay,
Trump,
so don't use it to
Thurman.
George
Because
Wallace.
this what nigga Pusha T said that the MAGA hats are the new KKK hoods. We got to stop using these bullshit exaggerations as like.
But you know what? I agree with that. I agree with Pusha
no,
T.
it ain't, because you can't.
Nah.
You downplaying what the KKK.
No, the
is.
KKK is
MAGA hats is not the fucking
the
KKK.
KKK is violent, but the new KKK can't use violence because that's not acceptable. What they would do is the same thing like what we talking about today, which is this stand your ground shit. All the motherfuckers in the law, like the Pinellas County sheriff, who was like he had to defend himself like that or whatever. That nigga voted for Trump. I looked him up. He was outspoken about how he wanted Trump's support and all that other shit. And my thing is this whole like secret Trump voter thing or whatever. The reason why they are secret Trump voters ain't never been secret voters or anybody in history.
Everybody will call them racist if they just
Because they racist.
Because
Well,
they
maybe
know that
because-
he is,
well, who did
and
they
they
want?
know
Are
that
you-
voting for him is
But-
detrimental to the.
But they're a Republican, and this is the Republican candidate. So they.
But why they got to keep it a secret?
Because they're going to call you. People are going to call them racist if they vote.
Because
for
they're
They've been called
racist.
racist
But
before.
they're Republican. Who do you want them to vote for? You want them to switch and vote for Hillary?
Here's why no,
they're Republican.
that's not what I'm saying.
What are they going to do?
No,
that's
no, no.
That's what
Vote
the candidate
Republican.
is.
I'm saying they're a scumbag. The reason why they want to keep it a secret is the same reason why they kept it secret all these years before Trump ran, because they been scumbags and they been racist. Excuse me, and they been wanted to bring back. They been wanted to bring back the foolishness.
Trump is not the manifestation of racism.
No, he's not. What
So
Trump
just voting
is-
for him is not saying
What Trump
I'm
is
a
just like
fucking
Obama
redneck.
was. It's black men and women who had never voted in their life and never felt motivated to vote. And they came out and they voted for Obama because he was black. That's the truth. Okay.
Right.
So then with the MAGA motherfuckers is white men and women who have not voted since George Wallace in the 60s because they didn't feel like they identified with any candidate because they still feel like those motherfuckers who was like, do you go to the nigga
That's
barber
not 40
shop?
million people,
Right.
though.
Those
I'm talking
people-
about that's. I know them.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not
can't-
talking about them.
You can't be associated with them.
Oh, what- so you gonna vote for Hillary?
No.
Who did they vote for?
Vote for Gary Johnson.
Who is
I don't
he?
care.
Is
He's
he
a libertarian
Republican?
dude.
He's not Republican.
That's libertarian.
You have to
and
vote for
Republican
your
close enough.
party.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to vote for your party.
What you
You know how many motherfuckers didn't vote for Hillary?
I
That's
know. And you
Democrats
talk
that
shit
was
about
like-
it too. You should have voted for. You
Because-
should have voted for.
But that's the thing.
You get scolded.
That's a
everything.
whole different argument. But we talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
We talking about morals. That's my thing. Like, where's your moral standard?
Exactly. Why I couldn't vote for that bitch Hillary.
Okay.
But niggas will say, oh, niggas will
Okay.
clown the nigga all day because you ain't voting.
And you know
like
what
the
though?
nigga
At
crazy.
least you standing up
Yeah.
on your morals.
You goddamn
That's
right.
my point. Don't come
Crackers
at me.
ain't got no backbone like that. They gonna vote for whoever it is.
Well, see, that's my point with the Republican people. I'm gonna let you get your point, bro. That's my point with
Oh, my fault.
with the Republican people
Get
being
it out,
scumbags.
boy. Spit it out or swallow it.
Because, but that's my point with the Republican people being scumbags is because they sit down and say they conservative and they have this high moral fiber, but you voted for a man who made fun of handicapped people. You voted for a man who said you could grab women by the pussy. No, don't give me that.
I don't give a fuck about that.
90%.
And there are Republicans that say I don't give a fuck about
You
that.
don't give a fuck
And-
about that.
And if you do give a
can't
fuck
do that.
about or
You
whatever.
can't do that.
You cannot do that. Zane.
Thank you, Bria. Why you can't do
No,
it, Bria?
because the people
No, not you.
care.
Why they can't do it, Bria?
People
Why
care
they-
about the
you can't
bottom
do that?
line.
Why, okay,
What's the bottom line?
My ass. Why could a conservative not say they're conservative and then vote for Trump? Oh, okay. Well, I answer.
I know why.
Here's why.
Because first of all, you're evangelical. You're supposed to be all Christian and everything.
But
and
you
Trump,
make- Oh,
that's
and
why.
you
Okay.
voted for goddamn Trump.
Here's the thing.
They bullshit.
You making laws and making shit based on the fact that you're a conservative, right? That's what they do.
Okay.
So then when you make laws and make shit based on the fact that you're a conservative and you say, I can't vote for this liberal candidate because they believe in abortion. And I'm against that because I'm a conservative. And I can't vote for Hillary Clinton because she's a liar and I'm a conservative and I can't do that. Well, you voted for the man that lie, rape, cheat, and steal.
Okay. Right.
Okay, so
I got
you're
something for your black
you're a
ass.
contradiction.
I wanna
You're a
know.
contradiction. So therefore, like we were saying, I respect you, even though you should have voted for Hillary.
See, there
but,
you go.
but wait, let me finish.
There you go.
I'm about to give you credit. Shut your monkey ass up. I respect you because you stood on your laurels and you like, no matter what, I can't vote for her because that's where my morals stand, right? I can't respect them. I lose all respect for MAGA people because their morals don't matter.
How? When you support voting for the better slave master. That's your theory.
That ain't the
And that's
better
what I was
slave
gonna
master.
say.
though.
That's
You
your
said that
theory.
before, that it's about slave masters. You just want to know who's the better of the two.
Exactly.
But
So this is the
there's-
one. They voted for the better slave master for them or whatever.
Okay,
But
cool.
Trump, how is Trump the better slave master?
For
them.
them,
I'm
for
talking
white
about
people,
for them.
for
For
conservatives,
white
for
people.
Republicans.
Okay,
That's
because
right.
Hillary would have been
right,
more
for-
for
right.
us.
They ain't voting for Hillary.
They don't want to vote for Trump, but he's the one there. So they're going to take
But
your
you-
theory
but-
and
but-
vote for the better.
Let me tell you something.
uh,
Real nigga shit. If Hillary Clinton would have came out, and I voted for Hillary, I'm a Bernie Sanders dude. I voted for Hillary. But if Hillary Clinton would have came out and said that, you know, hey, you could grab motherfuckers by the pussy if you want to. Or if she would have came out and been like,
Of course.
if she would have came out and been like, oh, this retarded man was making fun of me, or whatever, I wouldn't have voted for her.
I don't know. I don't know about the retarded shit. I don't give a fuck about
That shit, that
What
shit.
are we retarded rights now? I thought this was bruh. Listen,
No, retarded rights. We are about
they got all their rights.
We
I
are
think that
about
Trump is just the epitome of how they really feel.
Right.
And now he's exposing it all, and they don't have no way to
He
hide it
motivated.
anymore.
Exactly.
He
That's all-
motivated
that's
them.
really all
So I'm
right.
not gonna give.
Right.
I'm not gonna give, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Trump is that. I'm saying the people that voted for him, they love that shit because
Yeah.
that's how they really feel.
That's how they really
how you
feel.
can't see that it's people that just voted for him because he's the Republican. When you say it yourself, like as bad as Hillary
True.
is or whatever,
Don't over-
she's the worst.
But
slave
here's the
master.
thing.
You got to throw that theory out the way.
No, I
Out the-
can't
out the
because
way.
Hillary ain't doing the scumbag shit that Trump did.
No, Hillary's doing
scum-
different scumbag
Listen,
shit, and,
right.
and it's worse than Trump.
No,
the
it-
shit that Hillary doing is worse than
No, it ain't.
talking about.
How is what Hillary was doing
No, it ain't.
worse than Trump?
She went to Haiti to make sure that the corporation stayed with slave wages down there or whatever, because they raised them or whatever like 20 cents. She personally herself and people went down there to keep the shit at. I don't know what it was. It was some minuscule number or whatever. She went down there and did. All the people in Haiti hate fucking Hillary Clinton or whatever, well, because of the shit she did. She got, and right before all of her meetings with after the meetings with the private prison people and all that shit, she came out and said, all right, I'm not for private prisons. But then you having a meeting with them.
Okay.
I'm not for this, but then you having
Here's my
all
thing
you
about
backed
that.
by all of the bankers.
Are those things-
That's bigger
are
scumbag
those-
shit.
are those
than
things-
talking about,
listen.
I don't care about
No.
I care about the policy
No,
shit.
here's why. Are those things scumbag shit? Yes, they're political scumbag shit.
That's what matters.
But here's why.
That don't matter, boy.
Here's why the political scumbag shit don't matter as much as the MAGA scumbag shit.
Lord.
Because here's the
Go
thing.
ahead. I'm listening.
You always say it's only 4 years. Right?
Yeah.
So if Hillary got in there, it's only 4 years of her
Only 4
scumbaggery,
years.
right? And then we can get somebody out. What Trump's doing right now ain't gonna go away in 4 years. Reestablishing hate and race ain't going away in 4
That's,
years.
that's the
Surprise.
point. He don't
He's a
have any.
surprise.
There's no morals, and now
Right.
you got white people thinking that at any turn they can shoot a black person and
Yeah.
get away with it.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally like
Oh,
1940s,
you know that cracker-
1950s.
you know
all
that
over
cracker was
again, and
inspired
you
by
know
Trump.
that.
Oh, ye of little faith. Look
Oh,
here.
get out of here,
Let me tell you
Tank.
something. In
Y'all should have seen the way Tank fixed his face to say that shit.
Oh, ye of little faith. Look here, you pessimist.
How is that
in 2000,
I'm a pessimist.
I'm not
I know
pessimist.
you. Yeah, in 2001, all right, the World Trade Center was hit by 2 planes and supposedly one at the Pentagon where ain't nobody never see shit. But
And one that fell in the Pennsylvania.
there ain't nobody
field.
also ain't nobody
Yeah.
ever see it and all that shit. Whatever the fuck they say. But who would have known that just 5 years later, after Osama bin Laden was kidnapped and Saddam Hussein and all these Muslims was blew up all that. Who would have known just 5 years later, it'll be a rising star named Barack Hussein Obama was going to be, everybody knew was going to be the path to getting the presidency in 2006 when he made that speech. Everybody was like, oh, this is going to be the president. We gonna and he started getting steam. That's how quick shit could change. So don't act like
right. But you're talking about political stuff,
yes,
and not
totally
comparing
different.
it with social stuff.
Yes,
that is social.
Morally
social
is
shit
totally
has to change.
different.
But listen,
a white man accept Barack Hussein Obama.
Here's the thing.
Barry.
Here's the thing. Social culture in America had turned to the point of where these MAGA racists, not the ones who've just voted just because he's a Republican, but the racist motherfuckers who were sitting in their trailers not coming out because they knew they couldn't just walk around and be like nigger this and nigger that and shoot niggas because they in their parking spot. I know ain't nobody in my parking spot. They were like, okay, well, society has changed. We might as well just sit here and just die out. And then Trump came out of nowhere and was like, fuck niggas, fuck Mexicans, fuck bitches,
And
then
these
they got
white people, though, these
I-
white people at these rallies were bold enough to spit on black people
Beat
that
they
were at and
ass.
beat
They
on
was
people
beating
that was
niggas'
at the
ass at the
rally.
rally, bro.
And this
What
was
niggas doing
before
at the rally?
No, this was even before Trump was president.
Niggas doing there.
And now he president and it's worse.
When you talk about the rally, them niggas knew what they were going into. It's a
They're
whole
protesting.
It's their
I'm not
right.
gonna talk about
No,
drunk
nah,
red
nah.
Yo, let me say something.
Well, no,
It's their right to be
I
there,
would because I know what's
Right,
up.
let me. And it was just like you.
Or
It
whatever.
was just like you. The niggas who got beat up at the rallies is like niggas
They
like
had a
me
right
and
to
you.
be there.
Trump didn't bring them out of the woodwork. What brought all these rednecks out of the woodwork, even before Trump or whatever, was they hate for Obama or whatever. That's
true.
That's
I give
when
you
the
that.
shit started.
Okay,
But
but then you need somebody to pinpoint that,
Trump
and then that's what Trump
solidified it.
did.
Yeah,
Right.
Trump
So
solidified
they
it.
hate Obama. They was like, it's done gone too far. They got a nigga. They got a nigga.
Trump
And then-
solidified
and
it.
then
I
they was
admit
like,
that, yeah.
then they was like, okay, well we got a black dude. How about a woman? Hell no, hell no. And then next thing you know, Trump came out and was like, are you tired of niggas and women in your politics? Do you grab women by the pussy? Vote for me. Have you had 3 wives and cheated on every one of them?
But see, I don't give a fuck. That's why I don't give a fuck about that, because the super predator thing, and you doing that, and then you actually have policy behind that shit and whatever that's gonna lock niggas up considerable amount longer. That shit matters more to me than him talking about being a rich dude and you could grab him by the pussy. That the policy shit. That's
I
what
feel like
shit
I'm
matters.
gonna say this, and I
Just
know
me.
I know
I'm
a
just
lot.
saying,
I know a lot
it
of
should.
I know a lot of bombardas out there, woke niggas gonna be like, what the fuck, HB? But I think the super predator thing was out of context, because I listened to the whole speech, and she literally said most white people view black people as super predators.
fuck that speech.
But wait, that's when she said it.
No,
but
this
she
was a
saying
whole
it-
press run of
no,
shit.
I'm
that she was
saying,
doing.
but when she
Fuck that
said,
one
when she
speech.
made the super predator comment, it was taken out of context. She wasn't just saying like niggas are super predators. That's taken out of context. But nevertheless, or whatever, you're right. They did do some fucked up policies, but that was Bill. Hillary's never been empowered to lay down a policy.
I know they say that, but Hillary is not just Eleanor Roosevelt.
First of all, Eleanor Roosevelt was way more.
She was in the policy.
She was in the policy.
Who's the bitch that went in?
Hillary,
Barbara Bush.
Hillary,
Was
Barbara,
Barbara in
Bush was not in policy.
Yeah, Hillary is not Barbara Bush.
No, she wasn't.
She's
was,
Eleanor Roosevelt.
She was more Eleanor Roosevelt-y than Melania Trumpy. But nevertheless, or whatever, she still don't make the laws. Her husband is the lawmaker, and so is Congress and stuff like that. So she don't make the laws. Nah,
They are not one.
When you are married,
They are not one.
Melania can't do
Married.
shit. What Melania gonna do?
Absolutely
Melania-
nothing.
Thank you.
She supported everything that Bill does.
Every first lady
and it
was
was
talking
involved.
because of Eleanor Roosevelt. Every first lady come out and be like, "Yo, we got you got to take a policy on that you want to address." Melania was like, "I want to take on bullying." Yeah, bitch, because you getting bullied. That's why you want to take.
Well, you
on
ever see the
bullying.
video of her slapping Trump hand away?
You which one?
Yes, I
It's
saw
like
that
a
one.
2-minute
Which one?
compilation. It's a compilation, boy. She just saying like, "Get your hand off me, bitch."
Man, y'all got to get this nigga out of the White House, man. What the hell going on? Hey, if Matt was here right now, he'll be like, "How you gonna tell that man he can't force his?" Matt, you ain't off the show or nothing, man. We just wanted to get the show done. That's why we invite you. For everybody that can't see Bria, she just made a throat slash.
Did we get into the LeBron thing?
Yeah, let's talk about LeBron. By the way, we do feel like the stand your ground law is bullshit. It should be repealed. Do you think it should be repealed?
Of course.
I think that first of all, something that's disappointing is Andrew Gillum, the black dude who's running for governor of Florida. He's currently in last place amongst
course.
Democrats. But whoever gets it, I think that we should demand stand your ground be repealed.
Of course.
I think so. Because the law of the stand your ground in Florida is a result of the damn last 20 years? 20 years being Republican ran. This state has been Republican ran for 20 years. All y'all out there, I was showing Tank yesterday how many listeners we got all over the world and shit like that. Everybody out there.
Niggas.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Sweden? What's up? What's up? Where else we was at? UK? What's up? Huh? Yeah, we got listeners in Sweden. 15 listeners in Sweden.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they ain't niggas. But the Schweden.
They my niggas.
Yeah, y'all my niggas. We love IKEA. We just got one. But, you know, everybody that's listening to that don't understand the dynamics of Florida. Like, if you're in Kansas or Oregon or wherever you at or whatever. Like, Florida has been run by Republicans for 20-something years now. I know y'all look at us and y'all see us as like a California, like some liberal state, but it's not, man. Florida is redneck as hell. Like, Miami's liberal.
The more southern you get, the
Yeah,
more
the worse it
Boricua.
is.
Yeah, Miami and South Florida is a whole different state.
What the fuck Boricua mean?
Boricua means Puerto Rican, I think.
Oh, yeah. The southern you go, the more Boricua you get.
Yeah, or Cubano.
Go Cubano.
Yeah, that's what's up. Bria, you Cuban?
No.
You look Cuban?
How do
Bria
I
look
look
Cuban?
Cuban?
Y'all, Bria look Cuban. We need to do a photo shoot so people can see
No,
you.
we don't.
The only Cubans they put on is them light skinned motherfuckers. But
That's true.
For a long time, I thought it was
I'm not
all light
light-skinned.
skinned
Cubans. They get everything they deserve too. Because
Cubans
y'all
is
voted for
niggas.
Trump. I hope all y'all keep getting deported. Fuck that. I watched a story the other day on CNN where a lady and her husband. A lady and her son, and her whole white family voted for Trump. And now her husband was married to a Mexican immigrant lady, and so the lady got deported. So they on CNN talking about, I can't believe Trump did this. How? He told you he was gonna do
said
it.
exactly what he. I think people thought that he was bullcrapping, and that when he actually became president, they thought he was gonna change and be serious.
When you give Trump that credit, he's doing everything he said he was gonna do.
He doing exactly.
I do give him
He
credit.
is what he-
I
he
give
is
him
what
credit. I
he
give him
is.
credit for that. He's doing exactly what
he
he
ain't
said
no
he was
liar.
gonna do.
He's like, I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna kick all these Mexicans
nobody
out.
believed it,
Check.
and
Oh no, he
he
ain't built that wall yet.
He
ain't building that
wall.
He
He
working
built
on it.
that.
He's so dumb. He don't know
You know
goddamn
what? I take that
logistics.
back.
That wall ain't getting built.
He's doing one thing he said he was gonna do, which is deport Mexicans.
Well, he done said a lot.
But I about to say the tariff shit is a complete opposite of what he said. He said he was
What
gonna
the
bring
fuck
more
is
shit
that?
in. That shit. Okay, so
I know what the tariffs is.
I'm saying so this nigga said he was gonna bring in all them jobs and shit.
Yeah.
The tariff shit has lost so many jobs already.
bringing coal back.
He bringing coal back. Coal ain't back yet.
fucking
Nigga just
idiot.
opened a nuclear power plant.
Bring all the jobs back over
he
there.
bring what's the he just said some shit too the other day, and I was like, "What? That shit crazy."
All
But
them crackers will be talking about. I done said crackers a lot. This
That's okay.
episode.
You pissed
I'm
for
sorry,
yesterday.
Sweeten.
It's
All of it. I'm talking about these redneck crackers around. All these crackers we talking about ain't no white privilege. Trump is a shining example of white privilege. Goddamn it, because he's a dumbass.
That's what I was going to say.
President.
His first week. Remember, everybody got hyped because he saved those 12 jobs at Carrier. And was like, yeah,
All
I ain't gonna do
the shits was
that.
lost.
So then he put on the tariffs. All the jobs lost, plus 1,000 more because they moved both their plants to Mexico. Not only did he lose y'all jobs, but he gave them to the Mexicans.
Gosh, America is so dumb sometimes. I'm sorry.
Sometimes.
What are we gonna do?
I feel like our theory is my theory is everybody's stupid, but I'll go ahead and segue into the next thing because we talk about stuff like this on Bro Listen all the time. LeBron James just got his own TV show, which is probably the reason why he moved out to L.A. so he could be more involved in Hollywood and shit like that. But he got his own TV show called The Shop, and it's gonna be a barbershop setting. He's gonna have celebrities and stuff come in and whatnot, and they gonna talk about similar things like what we talk about on Bro Listen. So not only do I want to give a shout out to LeBron, but I also want to talk real quick about his influence on black people. I think LeBron, Tank, we always talk about we need a leader, right? Can't be Obama is what Tank said.
Hell no.
So just so we don't get into another incident where a nigga get up and unplug my feed right here or whatever.
He could be a speaker.
I think he'd be a leader, but
He
we're not getting into
He's
that.
good for a pep rally.
But I
He
think
good for a pep
Oh
rally?
yeah, he was good. Yeah.
We don't need pep rallies.
he is good for
Niggas
pep
love
rally.
pep
Niggas
rallies,
do
though.
love a pep rally, Bria.
We don't need pep rallies.
Niggas love a pep rally. They don't like action, but they love the pep rally. But I think LeBron can be the leader, bro. Like I really do think LeBron
think so.
he can fold in, and he's more famous than Kaepernick because Kaepernick's not legit famous for real. Like Kaepernick, if he would have won the Super Bowl, which he got screwed out of or whatever, he would have been legit famous. So what I wanted to just go into a little bit, because we had talked about hip hop culture's influence on the black community. I think sports culture and athletes influence is really big too. So I think something like this with LeBron is huge or whatever. So what do you think? You think this can turn into something big, something positive, turn LeBron into like a Muhammad Ali type of dude? Or you think he not gonna make a big sacrifice? I don't know. Either one of y'all, I don't care.
Oh, Bria, it's on you,
You
dog.
go first, Bria. Tank thinking of some cool shit to say.
No, I didn't really. I was surprised. I'm not gonna lie about LeBron and everything like that, because usually athletes and people who are up there, they don't really care or show that they care. But he has exhibited time and time again how much he cares about the black community and how much he really wants to inspire black people for us to be better, for this country to respect us and whatever. So I think that him making this show and like even putting it in a barbershop, which is something that's like really, I guess, important to black people. I think it's really good. It's phenomenal. I think he's going to be great. And I think that if he does decide that he wants to be our leader, that he's going to make a really big impact, because they can't touch him.
Got my vote.
I think he's I think he's really untouchable. I think he's too big at this point.
There you go. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, his influence is too wide that they wouldn't be able to suppress
I think
it.
that he should be, because he does try to PC himself sometimes. I mean, he says there's at least he said something.
That Tamir Rice shirt was what was up.
At least he said something.
Yeah, when they came out and did the shoot around with the Tamir Rice shirt with the tape over their mouth, that was dope.
I mean, he ain't straight out here calling Kaepernick and like,
these
crackers ain't shit.
Cap gonna get system fucked up. Cap going to white people's houses and shooting birds, knocking on doors and shooting birds.
But it's cool though. He doing what he could do. So that's appreciated. I think he could be a leader. You know, nigga been married since what?
Same chick since high school.
Well, the nigga been grown since he was 12.
Yeah,
look like a grown ass.
Yeah,
man.
he had a beard since he was like 3 years old. The nigga big as well. That's true. But he definitely, him and Greg are older than this. Two of the oldest looking niggas I ever seen in my life. But Charles Oakley too always look old. But
Oakley in jail. This old ass nigga on probation or some shit.
Come on, Charles, man.
Fighting in the arena. but
I think what I like about LeBron, and one of the reasons why I want to talk about this is because I thought the first topic would be such a negative topic, which it was yesterday. It was so toxic. And I thought this would balance it out with some positive shit. But what I like about LeBron is I think LeBron is the first black athlete since Jim Brown and Ali to be that prominent in their sport and actually step up and do something. Because with modern sports, you know, Ali made a lot of money, but he didn't make modern sports money. Neither did Jim Brown or whatever. But with modern sports, I think, like Bria said, a lot of times the athletes are too timid because they think about that check and they don't want to lose that check. Colin Kaepernick ain't give a fuck about his check. Colin Kaepernick right now would have a contract in the NFL, $100 million or some shit like that if he ain't never take that knee. But he don't give a fuck about that check. And LeBron is the most prominent, high-profile black athlete we've ever had to do anything. He might be, besides Ali and Jim Brown, I can't think of anybody. Jordan ain't say shit ever about any activism shit.
He the hero for some reason.
When Rodney King got beat, Jordan ain't come out and was like, that's fucked up. Jordan ain't say nothing. He stayed in his lane because he didn't want to fuck up his money. Tiger Woods came out plenty of times and said he ain't even a nigga.
I was gonna say,
he ain't even a nigga.
Fuck,
but that's
Tiger,
like, so
Tiger being left.
That's my thing. Like, so Kaepernick, he did sacrifice everything. But
shout out to the nigga that also knelt with Kaepernick.
Eric Reed. Also ain't on the team right now.
He don't get no shine.
Yeah, Eric Reed. Whoever he knelt with Kaepernick from day 2.
Whoever the chick that sat on that didn't get up before Rosa Parks, who don't get no shine, that's what that nigga like.
Yeah.
He ain't got no job either.
Yeah, he ain't got no job either. But you know what, man? That's the thing. A cat like Eric Reed ain't as big as LeBron. So those sacrifices are greater. Kaepernick, Eric Reed, y'all big names, but y'all not LeBron James big. That's a greater sacrifice because LeBron is kind of untouchable. Because the nigga so good, ain't nobody gonna cut LeBron James.
Just say whatever the fuck he wants.
Which is why I respect the fuck out of him. Because Jordan, bro, Jordan, you so big at the time of the Rodney King thing. Jordan was so big, ain't nobody gonna be like, yo, we ain't fucking with Jordan no more because he said the Rodney King thing. But he still ain't want to make something. Tiger Woods, golf literally owes its existence, still being around and being relevant to Tiger Woods. Without Tiger Woods, golf would have went by the wayside. All the ratings and stuff is a fact that when Tiger plays, golf ratings go up. Period. Point blank.
He's doing good now.
And now he back and ratings back up again because people watching it, right? But Tiger, he don't want to fuck with his money, so he'll never come out and say shit ever.
Well, the thing about it, Tiger, you in America, so you always a nigga.
Always
Whether you know it or
nigga.
not.
As Kanye
Whether
once
you wanna
said,
admit it or not.
even if you in the
They
Benz,
always
you still a
gonna see
nigga in
you
the
at-
coupe.
You still a nigga.
Yeah, but see, niggas don't realize that. I think LeBron realized he's still a nigga though.
Well,
Like,
I think that's what's so important for the black community is that for some reason I feel like we want to see somebody that's willing to make a sacrifice for other black people because you don't see that a lot. Our communities are like disbanded and we're all divided, and so I think they want to see somebody that's willing to step up and say, "Hey, this is wrong," and we have a voice. And we
Yeah.
don't have that.
yeah, that's
ain't
why.
ain't no more Ali's.
Yeah.
Outspoken, just don't give a fuck.
You know
Yeah.
what? Yeah, you know what, dude? The reason why I think LeBron would be a better leader than Ali, Muhammad Ali is one of my heroes, so I'm not shitting on Ali. That's not what I'm saying.
Next to Malcolm.
But yeah, me too. Yeah, he's like number 2 for me. But he might be number 1. But Ali, when he did his thing or whatever, it was a lot of coon ass niggas or a lot of niggas that was very complacent with where they were that disagreed with Ali because they was like, I like what I got. They went with the fiddler.
D.
Yeah. Why I don't want to
Goddamn
stir the pot. I like what I got. I ain't stirring the pot. So when Ali was like, yo, I'm not going to the draft because Vietnam people ain't never called me a nigga. It was a lot of people that was like, oh, I can't believe you're turning your back on America. That's communist, Ali, this, that, and the other, and da-da-da-da-da. And it was niggas that said that. With LeBron, I think he's reached a level with niggas and white people that if he does something or makes a big sacrifice or makes a big bold statement, I think niggas would just fall in line and follow him. I don't think they would go and be abrasive to him like they was with Ali and Malcolm X and shit like that. It's always cool niggas.
That's a whole different time, whole new age.
Yeah, but niggas love
Social
LeBron,
media.
bro.
He's not gonna be met with any type of confrontation from any nigga.
Besides the niggas that's like, but see, I don't know. Do y'all think, okay, because when you talk about sports, that's different. So niggas hate LeBron for no reason in basketball. He ain't good. He can't hoop. Niggas tell me LeBron not the greatest player of all time, that's debatable. But to say LeBron not one of the greats,
That's the old niggas. All the young niggas think he the best.
okay,
ever.
I'm about to say.
The very young nigga I talk to be like, LeBron better than Jordan. And
Right.
Like, yeah, you don't
Right,
know,
but
that's
see,
a
then
fucking lie.
okay, so that's sports. Sports is irrelevant when it comes to life. So when it comes to life and actually, talking about nigga issues and say LeBron come out on this issue with the stand your ground thing or whatever, right? Would niggas hate for LeBron be that strong to make niggas be like, yeah, he wrong just because they hate LeBron? I don't think so. Over a nigga issue?
Well, if you talking about this, nah. Okay, I agree.
Cause you black.
I
You
agree.
ain't.
I agree.
You can hate LeBron as a basketball player, but you ain't gonna
When
be
you
like
talking about this type of
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
I
yeah.
agree with
Niggas
you.
ain't gonna be like, yeah, fuck. They not gonna pull a Matt. They not gonna do it just because they hate LeBron.
It'll be something, goddamn
Somebody
Cool-
is gonna
cool's
say something.
everywhere. You can't do
but,
nothing about that.
Goddamn it.
I agree that it won't be a bunch of people like, oh, but some people do feel like, I guess if you're in a certain platform, then you should stay in that platform.
Come on with that bullshit.
Right. They think that he's a basketball player, so he really doesn't have any opinion.
They only
for
say
real.
that shit to niggas though. They don't never say like
Throw the
I'm,
ball.
No,
I'm,
they did
yeah.
that to Jim Carrey one time. He came on the news about some issue. I forgot what it was, and he was being all serious, and everybody was like, "Why would we listen to you?" You're
Yeah,
a
because it
comedian,
probably was a
blah, blah,
nigga
blah."
issue.
Just act
Jim
crap.
Carrey.
Was it?
Yeah, Jim
Bob
Carrey
Marshall
woke.
Bill ass
I'm about to say,
motherfucker.
yeah.
Your ass out of here.
They stay telling Jim Carrey to stop being woke or whatever. But that's the thing. They only say that to people who want to help people that's in trouble
right.
or whatever. Like when fucking they be like, oh, don't mix politics with sports or stick to sports. When fucking JJ Watt was like, oh, I'm gonna raise money for Houston or whatever. Ain't nobody be like, stick to sports, JJ. Or like if with the one dude that was like, oh yeah, I want to make sure that these babies who have been displaced because they've been abused or whatever. I want to make sure that they get their rights because they don't have enough rights. Nobody's speaking up for them. I don't speak up for them. I forgot which athlete it was, but it was a white guy. Nobody said nothing to him. Nobody be like, stick to sports, fuck them babies.
Because people don't want to talk about or deal with things that make them uncomfortable. People want to be complacent. You can talk about babies and people being hungry and stuff like that, but you can't talk about human issues and morals.
Right.
And
I want a
values.
nigga to do an experiment. So when you know how you take a knee or you do something or whatever, yada yada yada, right? So next time you take a knee, I don't take knees. Fuck that knee. A knee is an actual show of respect. Still, I don't respect fuck shit about that flag. I sit my ass down. I don't stand up.
too.
I don't take no knee. I sit my ass down. When y'all done singing y'all slave song, we get back to it. But anywho, when somebody asks you about that shit or whatever, like I went to the baseball game with Anna on Thursday. And I ain't stand up. And motherfucker in the background, white lady, that's disgusting. Swear to God.
Oh, I wish I was there.
That's what I told him. I was like, I wish I was there, dog. I wish I was there.
Yeah, there's some stank pussy somewhere around here. That's what I'd say.
I should have yelled out, this stale ass pretzel is disgusting.
Yeah,
What
it
you
is
talking about?
There's some stank
That's what
pussy
you
somewhere
did.
in
But
here.
yeah, we
Coming
got
from that direction.
we got a that's disgusting. We got two white guys on the side of us shaking their head and shit like that. Cause I was sitting down looking at the fucking program while they was fucking singing their slave song. But I want a nigga to do an experiment. So next time, why are you sitting, right? This is what I'm gonna say. I'm sitting down for black veterans who've been mistreated. What they gonna say? I want to see what they say.
That's
I want
a
to
good
see if they
idea,
say I should
actually.
still stand. Cause I'm gonna say I'm sitting for black vets. Black vets are not
What they
treated
gonna
Boy,
say?
you're
fair.
better than me, boy.
I wanna see what they
say. My balls too heavy right now. That's why I'm sitting down. You want to come lift them for me? I might be able to get up then.
Yo, if the lady would have
Come on,
been
my dick.
close enough for me to say something, I would have said something like, "What? What's disgusting?" But they do that shit to try to provoke you, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, man. When the sitting down for the anthem thing first came, because I used to stand up for the anthem. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but when Kaepernick did his thing, it kind of came to light to me, like, oh,
the hell am I doing?
What am I doing? Right? I was like, yo. So the first game back, or whatever, the first game back at the stadium when I had season tickets for the Jags. And Kaepernick did the knee thing or whatever, right? So I'm there with Scott, like two Scotts. I went to football games with two Scotts, both on white guys or whatever. And Scott uncle came or whatever, right? And so they play the anthem. I don't stand up, right? I'm sitting down, right? Scott stood up, he white, and the other Scott stood up. All the people around our little section is white. Ain't no black people sit by us. So dude, the reactions on white people's face. That's my favorite thing about sitting on the anthem, bro. The reactions
so
on white people,
mad,
they get
dog.
so
Oh my
mad.
gosh,
And I was just
get
looking
some
at
of this.
these white people so mad.
Got to do it.
And I look over at Scott uncle, and he's sitting down. And he had his fist out like, my dude. I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bruh, no, the way they looked at me was real intense. The way they looked at Scott, white uncle, for sitting down during the national anthem. And then he said out loud after the anthem was over, fuck that, he ain't equal. And I was like, oh shit, they gonna beat your ass. Scott was like, oh, I'm standing up. I'm standing up. But yeah, man, I think that people really, it's not about the anthem. We clearly know that. It's about black rights. And anytime you want to stand up for somebody's rights, I think they want to shit on it. So next time you sit down during the anthem, Bro Nation, tell them you sitting down for black vets. See what they say. Because black vets are disenfranchised more than any other vets in the whole thing. So what they gonna say?
Oh, like the one that's trying to impose a stand your ground law, but he in jail.
Yeah, that's that dude. He fucking was being attacked and he shot a nigga and said it was stand your ground. It was like, nah, nigga, you go in jail 25 years.
Gave this nigga 25 years.
25
And just
years.
recently denied his appeal.
Yeah. Marine, decorated Marine, 3 tours.
Just came back from 2 tours in the Middle East, dog.
Fuck that.
Got to get rid of the body. he thought see this was a nigga who went to the Marines and
But
everything.
he didn't kill the person
I know, but
that he shot. He didn't even kill him.
He probably thought that doing this and his self-defense or whatever, and he thought he had the whole weight of the law behind him. He's like, these are my rights, and this is gonna
You know what
Hide
happened?
the body,
That's
niggas.
a perfect
I don't know-
example.
I don't
The law
know
ain't
this
on
nigga
your
personally.
side.
How about I say, I don't know this nigga personally, But I will say this, Tank is absolutely right because niggas get in the military and they brainwash these niggas and they think the niggas start thinking like niggas sound like Sergeant Slaughter.
It's my right.
Yeah, because
It's a law.
Fucking for a little while there, Gerald and fucking Rod, two people we know, they sounded like Sergeant Slaughter. Now Gerald done came back to reality. He back on the whole fuck white people thing or whatever. He back to reality. He normal again. Rob, I don't know. Or whatever. Now I mean neither one of them ain't good dudes, but they that military shit fuck
They're
up their
delusional
head.
about about the country being behind them, like
right.
they think it is, like it is for white people.
Yeah, they think they fighting
feel
for
like
that.
they've gone over there to sacrifice their life, so they feel like the country should be behind them after they come back.
Nah, that you sacrifice your life for these crackers.
Basically,
no nigga should be in the military.
I agree.
I was. You know what? You know what's something that's funny to me?
Unless we're in a world war.
Yeah, then like if niggas on the shore, like if it's fucking Al Qaeda pulling up on the beach and they shooting, we need to fight because we here and they gonna kill all of us. But as long as they not attacking us,
What they doing? Going over to another country and they hood killing their people and their babies.
Yeah. You know, like I was saying, you know what's crazy to me is the fact that you'll watch an old show about black soldiers and shit, and I'm not trying to take away and say they wasn't brave. They definitely was brave. That's not what I'm saying. But they'd be like, yeah, they didn't allow black soldiers to fight in the military. And niggas be like, yeah, they wanted to fight. Why? Why the hell? Like, why? Okay, they ain't allow us to fight. Good. I wish we was still banned for fighting. We ain't got nothing to do with y'all shit.
Nothing.
Why is we allowed to be in the military? Or whatever, they ain't allowed niggas in the military. You damn right. You know why? Because this y'all shit. Y'all crackers can handle that. Y'all go fight y'all own war. To me, when you look at a movie like Glory, one of the greatest movies of all time or whatever, and you look at the 54th Massachusetts Regiment that ran up on Fort Sumter or whatever in South Carolina and tried to take the fort. That was they told them motherfuckers, yo, whoever go first dying. And then these niggas stood up one by one and was like, we going first. That's some brave shit. I ain't saying they not hard.
I completely support that because they was fighting for their fucking
freedom, right? That was some brave shit. I'm not saying you not hard or whatever, da-da-da. That's cool. And with the 54th, I was just about to say that. It's different. That's the Civil War. You fighting for your freedom. Okay, World War I, World War II? Bruh, what you fighting for?
Yeah, because when you came back over,
I would've still been fighting.
after the Civil War and you realized you were fighting and they weren't going to do anything for you, then why would you continue
Well, you got to fight because even though you don't have all of your rights, it's still your land, your country. You have to protect. This is where your house at. This is your house. Okay. Imagine if Nazis take over your house. So you
but ain't no
protect
Nazis come over here.
But that would have been the outcome of the war.
That's my
occupation of the other. Germany.
When they came, that's my thing.
Is that what you wanted?
You grab arms when they get on the beach.
No, that don't
Yeah.
work like that. Because
That's why like they got to come from all the way over there.
We went into World War I and World War II to protect Europe. Period, point blank. Don't get it twisted. It wasn't about Nazis and all that shit coming over here. Now, World War II, we jumped in. We were already participating. The whole illusion that we got in World War II after Pearl Harbor, that's bullshit.
Yeah,
we was already
in the
involved.
war.
We was already giving them guns.
But
and
at what point do niggas get in once Germany has come to our shore? That's too late.
First of all,
that's occupation.
Let me tell you something. Germany didn't have the funds nor resources to get over here and fight. When you fight a war, it's something called a supply line, right? So you have to have a supply line where you get equipment, water, and food, and blankets, shoes, all kinds of shit to your troops. That's why wars are fight next to close countries, because supply lines. Where's the German supply line gonna come from? Because if you the American, if you American,
well, this is the thing though, or whatever, because they was fighting against. They damn near took over all of that shit over
of
there.
Europe. Okay.
All of that shit over there.
They still ain't have enough resources.
Cuba was right there. That shit wasn't American.
They didn't
all
take
of
over
that.
Cuba.
I know, but all of their shit was. They was in connection. They was
no. You twisted it.
They was affiliated.
No. Now you talking. See, you moving forward to the communist part. That's a whole different war. That's Cold War shit. Because Cuba was anti.
How did America get over there?
And we took planes and shit.
How did they? So they couldn't get. They
didn't have as much money as we did. Don't be fooled,
What, you
bro.
crazy?
I'm telling you, right, bro.
We talking about back then, right?
We talking about history.
Yeah, back then they didn't have.
They didn't have the money.
No, I'm talking
Germany
about not
was
by
coming off
the end.
being bankrupt.
No. Yeah, that's why they lost the war, because they was running down the
Right,
money.
they was running out of
But it
money.
was to a point where they almost took over the shit. Now they took.
They took over Europe. They had Europe.
They
in the
had.
bag.
They had
Right.
Russia.
They didn't have Russia, and they
Yeah,
didn't
that's
have
what I'm saying.
England.
If
But
they would
everything else
have
was in the
got
bag.
Russia, they could have came over here.
But they wasn't gonna get Russia.
You can't say they. Well, you can't just say that.
First of all,
like it's
How
not
was
like
they
it
gonna get
wasn't
Russia?
possible.
How would they have gotten
You can't
Russia?
say like well,
even
if
then,
you know the war,
let's say
you can't just say it wasn't
let's
possible.
say they attack Moscow and they do get Russia, right? We still would have had 6 months to a year to prepare for the invasion. You have to set a supply line. They can't just be
know.
like, we got Russia, now we coming. Because you got to remember, Russia is a fake big country. So Russia is the largest country in the world, right? And then Canada's number 2. Russia, all the people live on the western part of Russia by Moscow. All that shit that you see by China and all that land, don't nobody live there. That's Siberia.
So you're saying that America can never lose a war, not World War One, not World War Two, not nowhere. So niggas should never get involved in any of the
Unless
military.
they on the beach.
All right,
I agree.
Even
I don't
if
think,
then it's too late.
Logistically, I think
It's gonna be fucked up.
But
It's too late. They on the
Here's
beach now. Now we gonna find some. Where we gonna get guns from? They on the beach, nigga. You fuck.
First of all,
you got to defend your fucking country. If it's
I'm
like
just
that.
gonna leave. I'm sorry.
Nah,
Bye.
yeah.
Yes, see, niggas like this is it ain't that easy.
You know what I'm asking Al
It ain't
Qaeda?
that easy.
What am I do?
You know what I'm asking? Well, how you gonna treat us?
You hear me?
Because I might go with y'all niggas.
Because they not mad at us. They mad at the white people.
We're all right about
They're
that.
not mad
We're all
at
right
us.
about
y'all
that.
doing.
Because when they come over here, who they coming for? They're not coming for me.
coming for
But this
us.
is
They coming for the white
you
people.
all right. This is an extremely more complicated.
It probably will be a more
I would
complicated
say this too.
situation.
I think that
Yes.
logistically we've been put into this illusion, and they do this so they can keep getting money for the military. That we have to have high defense because somebody might get us. America is in the best place, strategic place ever for any country. That's why nobody ain't attacking Brazil because it's hard to get to. Ain't nobody attacking America. You got water on both sides. Up north, you got unpassable tundra. Like, it's frozen in trees. You can't get through Canada because it's too fucking cold or whatever. Then we got Alaska. The reason why they added Alaska as a state and it's not attached is because it's strategic. They got all kinds of missiles and guns and shit there. Right. And then down at the bottom, you got Mexico, which has unpassable jungle. So there is literally, and all you have to do to stop a supply line, that's why I was saying supply lines are going to be too hard, is you put a blockade in the ocean. So how they going to get their supplies through if you got a blockade? That's literally how the North beat the South. They was just like, we just not gonna let y'all get any fucking goods. And they starved them to death. That's old school shit. America can't lose a war. And not to mention, we have thousands of more jets than any country in the world. Hundreds of more ships than any country in the world.
Confident. I'm not gonna say another
Who we
thing.
gonna
I
lose
don't.
to?
I would never. I'm not gonna say never.
something
dog.
is 100. If you speak
Yeah.
in
Now, if you
absolute,
start,
Never say
absolute.
never.
if you start
dog.
shooting nukes and shit, now you got a different story.
I'm just saying nothing.
But
I
when you
think
talking
that-
about foot soldiers, we ain't losing no foot war. Get me fucked up. We went in Iraq and fucked up the whole country in 3 days.
Them ain't soldiers. These niggas running around.
Exactly. And most places is like that. It's niggas running around with
running
guns.
around with guns. Them ain't no soldiers. These motherfuckers going there trained like this and
And that's my point. We
But
not beefing with nobody, but Al Qaeda. Go ahead.
No, it's fine.
I was about to say Al Qaeda ain't nothing but niggas on Toyota trucks shooting in there.
on Toyota
Wah, la, 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 shooting in with the man. Come on, man.
Man, if America get cut off, it's gonna drown. I'm sorry.
If we get cut off, we gonna drown.
I think that America depends on other people more than we think.
Oh yeah, we're an import country. We're not an export country.
So
That's why Trump
I
with them
think-
tariffs is dumb.
So you saying that we could never lose a war? I don't think that's true.
Hey man, y'all motherfuckers
cut 'em off.
sound
All
like
they
some
gotta do is cut us
goddamn
off.
commies. Goddamn traitors.
I am.
Look at this country fucked up, but I'm American.
I am.
I'm ride or die.
commie.
I'm ride or die for America. 'Cause this is where the niggas done put bloodshed in and then died and
You
done
can
built
set up shop
and the
anywhere.
slave.
You can shut up shop anywhere.
Man,
and
why we can't
slaved
get
all
before we
this.
go?
We ain't got no other land. God damn it. We ain't got no
I'm about to
Africa.
say, listen, why before we go, why we can't part of our reparations? I want to change my reparations claim now.
What's
I
up?
do still want free college, but I want a reservation, and I want a big ass state reservation. We want Montana. That's what we want.
We got
Why
to have.
Montana? Why somewhere cold?
because there's a lot of resources. I already thought this out.
I don't want to be cold.
Well, we got.
You want to be cold or you want to have money?
don't wanna be
You want
cold.
money or you want to be warm?
I don't
Because if you want to go to Arizona, you can go there. Ain't nothing there but dirt and cactus. Now, if you want to go to Montana and get this oil and kill these buffaloes, what you want to do? You know they ain't gonna give us New York,
Now what kind of now what kind of people we letting in here?
niggas.
We can't
Only
let all
niggas.
people. I mean, because people ain't shit. There's a lot of niggas ain't shit. So when I say niggas ain't shit, don't just act like I'm talking
So
about all
only a
niggas.
certain type
I'm
of
just
niggas?
talking about people in general ain't shit. Now who is it? Who is we letting in here?
You gotta let all niggas in, man. If it's part of
Why
reparations.
they gonna fuck the
If
reservation
you're a descendant
up, boy?
of a slave, you can come to Montana because that's now the way niggas live,
Right.
And you can live here peacefully. We gonna build big cities and all that. We gonna change all of Montana.
I be. With
I want our
that.
own shit, and that's our own country. I don't want no American laws. We're gonna start a whole new constitution, whole new justice system. We're gonna have our own president and all that.
In one state though, don't we need more than one state?
Nah, that's a big ass state.
Fuck,
Ain't
man,
that many
y'all
of us.
tripping, man. Fuck that. I stay down here in Duval. Y'all.
It's 50 million people.
Let me see how that shit work out up there, and then come holler at me. Let me see how that shit work out. Boy.
That's why you ain't
Give
gotta
me-
worry about
give me a call.
That's why you ain't gotta worry about niggas coming. Nigga gonna be like, I'm gonna be on TV. Everybody, come to Montana. It's the new home for African Americans. New country established. We have LeBron James as our president.
You can't
This,
talk
that, and
like
the other,
that.
right? And then I'm like, you can get free housing, free this, free that, because we gonna spread out this reparations money, right? The nigga gonna be watching it on TV in the Poker Bean Project. Let me see how this work out. I might go by 2
might
years
slide.
from now,
I might
but I ain't gonna slide. And you know it's gonna be a whole bunch of Montana. Nigga, I live in Arkansas. It's cold as fuck up there. I ain't going up there. So what's gonna happen is it's gonna end up being about 200,000 or something that bitch, and we gonna be in peace.
No, first of
nigga-
all,
You know, you got a point there.
Niggas
You
ain't
got
gonna
a
leave
point there, 'cause
America.
Niggas,
And part of the
Niggas
reparations too.
comfortable.
Part of the reparations too. We don't. I don't want. I want them to provide us with the first guns and stuff to start our own standing army. But they have to swear allegiance to protect us forever. So if somebody attack us, they have to protect us, just like NATO.
shit.
I wanna
Only people that's gonna
America?
Yeah, I want to be a part of NATO.
Only people that's gonna attack us is America. So
Right.
they can be like,
That's why I said. That's why I
protect
said-
you niggas.
We gonna be
That's
attacked
why I said
by
they got to
people
give us a gun first. But and then I said I want to be a part of NATO. As a new nation, I want to be a part of NATO.
Wait.
Because if we a
now
part of
you
NATO,
you ain't asking for reparations. You asking for what they call that shit when you want to
Well, that's-
separate.
What?
You want a whole nother country.
Yes.
That ain't
that's what the
reparations.
reservations. No, reservations.
basically what he
Reservations
wanted,
are different countries.
Technically, they are,
Yeah,
yeah.
they don't exist within America. They're different
you
countries.
don't want reparations. You want reservations.
I want my own country. That's my reparations. Y'all threw us off the boat. Y'all fed our babies to alligators. You think I give a fuck about them giving us Montana? Fuck
Ride,
them.
I mean, that's
riding
my
with
dream.
ride with the
Happening.
bitch that brought me here.
I tell you what. How about we run up in the White House and take it?
Well,
I don't know about y'all niggas. I might have to snitch. Who
you
is
gonna
y'all?
snitch, Tank?
It depends on the caliber of niggas going. I might have to tell on y'all.
I know I ain't taking Matt. I know that. I ain't taking Matt.
I might be on the phone call.
I'm
Hey,
telling you,
man,
boy,
there's
you
some
still my
niggas
boy,
got
but-
some shit planned.
I can see Matt right now. Hello? Some niggas doing nigga shit. I can't have it.
No, I love chaos. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Man.
Blood
White,
up.
I'm ready.
you
for
know
that.
what?
Started.
What's the
Start the
movie with
revolution.
Jamie Foxx, White House Down or Olympus
All
Has
of that
Fallen,
shit.
Olympus
whichever one it
has
is.
fallen, yeah.
It would have been amazing if the niggas attacking the White House was like Black Lives Matter rebellious niggas. That would have been great. I would have loved that.
Not enough organization. We had organization with the Panthers, the feds, the whole country destroyed that shit, and we had the same organization.
And then they create
since.
these coon ass gangs from
And
it.
now it's never going to be nothing like Black Panthers again because everybody got such a strong opinion about this, that. If you don't agree on 100% of the stuff, then niggas are like, fuck you.
If they take some of this shit away from niggas, then niggas will agree. Some niggas think they free. That's why niggas don't agree.
That's fine. It's coming. With Trump in the office, it's coming.
I agree.
It's all coming down the line.
Tariffs,
Life was too good.
tariffs a motherfucker. Gas high as fuck. That's tariff shit.
Yeah.
He didn't get that yet, but it's
No. The gas going up. That's tariff shit, my nigga. That's oil.
We
That's
almost
tariff
reached
shit.
$3.
Yeah, that's
like,
tariff
a
shit,
month.
bro.
It's 269.
Wait,
man.
hey, wait till you go to the store and a tomato $6. You gonna be like,
Then
bitch,
you gonna
what?
be like,
I'm
What's
buy
going
tomatoes.
on?
Remember?
Okay, what you buy so we can what do you buy?
Wait till you
Salmon.
go to the store and a slit smoke.
Oh, bitch! Oh,
Wait till you go to the store and a Coke
we gotta get this
45.
motherfucker out of here. Nah, impeach.
Which, by the way, it was on the list. Beer was on the list of something that's going
Hey.
to skyrocket in price because the farmers sell their soybean and wheat to other countries, and now they're not going to grow as much because they can't sell it no more because of the tariffs. So it's going to make the wheat and barley that they use, it's going to make beer go up $2 or $3.
Can you imagine the rednecks trying to go in there and buy their Bush beer? What the fuck? What the fuck?
That was so perfect.
I
Oh my god.
I can see them trying to get a case of Natty Ice.
Natty Ice
Who
and
the
Bush.
fuck charges $15
Oh,
for a 12-pack of Natty Ice?
Oh, Habib done went up to Walmart prices. This fuck going to be.
What the fuck? I cannot help it. These are the things, the prices of the tariff. Trump ain't got shit to do with this. You know who fault this is? Obama.
That's what they gonna say.
Obama and his gorilla bitch. I'm not paying no goddamn $15 for no natty ice. Y'all got me fucked up.
What the fuck? Got to buy my Bush beer. God damn it, Habib told me $10.
I can see the Facebook post now.
Habib.
All the rednecks
whatever
going
they
live
rap,
on
motherfucker.
Facebook. I'm right here on the corner of Yellowwater and Sweetwood
Yellow water.
at the Habib Circle K. And I'm telling you, don't ever come here again. Don't let this American flag in the front door fool you. There ain't nothing American in here.
Hey man, the tariffs some bullshit.
Bullshit.
Oh, God.
But man, yeah, so we got this one in. It looked like it's recorded straight. We gonna go to final thoughts and get it on out the way. We end up going 115. See, I told y'all it be like that sometimes. So we end up going 115. So that's a good. This episode number 20. Y'all check out the other episode number 20, the fiasco. That was on YouTube and Facebook Live. If you want to check that one out. This is the true episode number 20. So yeah, we gonna go ahead and go to the final thoughts. Matt. Beautiful.
All right.
Beautiful. All right, my
All
nigga.
right.
Deep Socrates.
My nigga.
Beautiful shit. My nigga. Boy, you come with it every week. You come with it every week, baby. So, yeah. Tank, you know you usually piggyback off of Matt. So give me something good because that was deep, boy.
Well, making something from nothing ain't easy, but we all find a way to do it. Nah, the stand your ground law is some bullshit. And niggas, I mean, and the niggas gotta start voting. Niggas don't think voting matter, but crackers voting, shit.
You gotta vote.
We gonna keep. I don't know how many niggas gotta keep getting killed until niggas wake up and
Well,
do
that's a
something
good
about this
question.
shit. I'm depressed about it, so fuck y'all.
Great final thought, Tank. That's a good question. That's a good question by Tank too. How many niggas got to get killed before y'all niggas start giving a fuck?
Yeah,
That's a good question. Bria, final thoughts.
it's depressing.
Hold on, Matt. Let her finish. Bria, final thoughts.
About the stand your ground, I agree. It's full of crap. I think that it should be done away with everywhere. Just for the fact that you shouldn't make it so easy for anybody to kill anybody. Just as human beings, I just don't understand why we got to be so violent. Just stop killing people. Mind your own business. Go home, brush your teeth, take a poop, do what you got to do, but just leave people alone. Mind your business. As far as the LeBron James thing, I think that we should. I can't tell y'all what to do, but when we have like a leader or somebody that's willing to put themselves out there and they're trying to better the community, support them. Don't bring them down. Don't talk mess, and just support them. Do what you got to do because it's only going to help and benefit all of us at the end of the day. And don't bow down to white people on any occasion, period.
Real cool. Yeah, y'all stop hating on LeBron for no damn reason. He a Laker now, baby. We going to the ship. It's happening.
So he's actually for real going to go to like.
Yeah, he's already on the Lakers. Late show bad, Bria. You crazy fuck. Boy, we won the championship this year. I can't wait. I've been waiting years.
I don't watch basketball.
I haven't talked shit in years. Boy, I can't wait. I'm a Laker fan, bro nation.
I used to be a Laker fan.
Yeah, I still am. My final thought is going to be very similar to what I said on the fiasco episode. Number one, black men, protect your black woman. Do not let no white man or anybody get in your old lady face yelling and da-da-da-da-da, whatever. If you got to push that motherfucker on the ground or punch his ass in the face, that's part of it. Just, he can't be in your old lady face like that. Number two, or whatever, going to piggyback off what Bria said. It don't necessarily mean because you got punched in the face, you got to shoot somebody, bro. Niggas get hit every day, B. Like, your life ain't going to end or whatever. The stand your ground law is bullshit. We got to just repeal that shit all the way around or whatever. And as far as being black leaders and shit like that, if y'all ain't going to follow one, be one. Stop being trash. And last thing I want to say, too, because I said this on the fiasco and I need to say it now. Stop fucking cooning. That shit is bringing us down, man. That fucking coon shit for no reason. Fuck y'all doing that shit for, man. Cut that out. That cooning shit is ridiculous.
Ain't even getting no money for it.
They ain't even getting no money. You
Cooning
free
for free.
cooning. What the fuck, bro? Stop, cut that shit out, bro. It really is a detriment. Because when you get shit like this stand your ground shit or stuff that's important, real important laws or whatever. And we talked earlier about that gangster shit, how y'all want to kill Kanye, but George Zimmerman walking free and shit. Y'all cooning, man. Stop
This
that
nigga
shit.
walking free.
Yeah, this nigga walking free too. This cracker is running around doing whatever he want to do, getting a Publix chicken right now.
Selling DVDs of the shooting.
Yeah,
Shit.
selling DVDs of the shooting, all that good shit. Buying natty ice for $15 because of Trump tariffs. Stop that coon shit, man. But hey, we got this one in. Episode number 20, Bro Listen Podcast. Over and done. All power to the people. Peace.
You think